Hi, my name is Martin Zudoff. I want to run you through some tips on formatting tables. I have an example here of a table that contains body weight data from birds aged 3 to 21 weeks of age. And there are a number of different formats that I want to do. I want to decimal align. I want to make sure that all my cell alignments are correct. And I want to shrink this into a smaller area. Sometimes I have really long tables, and it's helpful to be able to shrink down the space between rows. So those are a number of things that I want to cover. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to do is align the decimal points. You can see that the data in the table, if I just select the data from the first column, they're left aligned. These data should actually be aligned at a decimal point. So I'm going to select all of the data that I want to align, which is the data in all of the cells. Now, up here I have the ruler enabled. If your ruler isn't enabled, just click on the View tab, and in the Show area, you can check or uncheck the ruler, and you can see the ruler disappeared. If I select it again, it appears again. Now, you can see that the different cells appear in the ruler area above. On the very left of that ruler line is a tab selection. If you click through it, you can see different tabs. This one here with the little dot in it is a decimal tab. Now all I need to do is, within the first cell, press my left mouse key and hold it, and it will show me what the decimal alignment looks like. This is a little bit problematic because there isn't enough space for the table to fit. So what we're going to do is reduce the font size. I'm just going to go to the Home tab, and I've got all the text selected. I'm just going to click the Reduce Font or Decrease Font Size tool, and let's try that again. So now when I highlight the numbers that I want to align, you can see the initial one that I had in there. I can click on it and drag it. Because the standard errors are smaller numbers, I can just highlight those columns, and I can drag the decimal align marker to the left until it looks like where it's in about the position that I like. There we go. Okay, so that is decimal alignment. The other thing that I want to do is make sure that the rest of my alignments are correct. So all of these treatments should be centered, and these titles should be centered, and my units should be centered. So I'm going to highlight all of these cells and just click the center. Now you can see that these are nicely aligned. I'm noticing that the week is also not correctly aligned, so I'm just going to select those and choose a decimal alignment for the weeks as well. Okay, so the final thing that I want to do with the data in this table is to reduce the spacing between the paragraphs. So in the paragraph tool area, I can just click the bottom right and open up a dialog box that gives me some options. And I don't want to remove all of the spacing, but I want to remove quite a bit of it. So I've got 0 spacing before, so you can see that the text is quite high in the text box, and then there's an 8-point spacing below the text. What I'm going to do is just make the spacing before and after 1 point. And I'm going to set the line spacing to single. If I click OK, you can see that that really nicely compresses the data in the table. If you need to fit more on a page, you might drop that down to 0. If you have extra space, you could increase that number, but in any manuscript, I would recommend keeping it the same. Now, the final thing is formatting of the table itself. I want to format this for a journal, and the journal that I'm targeting, the top row needs to have a double line across the top. We need a single line underneath the variable names, and we need a single line at the bottom of the table. The easiest way to clear all of the borders is to just select the entire table by clicking the plus button. So now for the top of the table, what I'm going to do is just strategically select these first two lines, and then in the design section of the table tools area, I'm going to select borders, and I want to do a custom border here, borders and shading. So I want to put a single line, which is automatically selected, at the base of the table. So I'll select the table to apply that to the table, and then I'll do this one more time, and I will put a single line at the base of these cells. Now I've got this applied to the cells, and at the top I'm going to put a double line and click OK. Now you can see, especially if I take off my grid lines, you can see that we have a double line at the top of the table, a single line, and a single line. One little trick that you might also not be aware of, if you just make a line like this with hyphens, you can see that there's a space between the hyphens. I don't want that, so a little trick that I learned along the way is to press the control key and press the minus sign on your number pad if you have one, and that will give you that character. I'm going to put 3 on the far left and balance it out with 3 on the far right, and there we have a nicely formatted table. I hope this is helpful and saves some time for you in the future when you are formatting your tables.